It's called the biggest club competition in the world, the UEFA Champions League, and the 2021-2022 edition is upon us already. We're seeing big features even in the group stage, but the question is it too early to talk about winners? We're looking at the UEFA Champions League. With me on today's edition of the show is who I call the brightest and one of the best young sport journalists in Nigeria, Kehinde Idris. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
It's a pleasure hearing all of those accolades. It's a pleasure using those adjectives. So happy. But you should know that it is my own utmost pleasure to be back on the show. I guess a week ago.
Yeah.
You know, so it always feels good to be here and to be back in this case.
Kehinde Idris, we're going straight to it. The UEFA Champions League this season, we might be seeing big teams even drop out in the group stage. We are looking at the group that has the PSG, Manchester City, and Leipzig. Another group that has Bayern Munich and even Barcelona in the same group. The big boys might even be dropping before the round of 16.
The big boys might be dropping, and I ask, this scripts again, this setup again, who does this? How do we get to this point? But another angle to the entire story is we're getting to a time where even the lower ranked team at some point are now stepping up and now getting to rank. Take it back some 5 seasons ago thereabout. A team like RB Leipzig, Atalanta were not so much of a serious team to look at. No disrespect to them, but they would always come but not do much. But right now, these teams show up, and they don't only just want to show up, they also want to show off. That is why you're seeing for like 2-3 editions now of the UEFA Champions League, you're finding surprises at least up until the quarterfinal stage, where you talk about teams who just come in, take a shocker, and everybody is tearing. And that is what we're already getting. I think, except for maybe a group or two like the Group C, Besiktas, Dortmund, Lisbon, Ajax, and then I think Group G that has Sevilla and the likes. I think those are some of the groups. Then maybe the Chelsea group with Juventus might look a bit clear, but so many other groups so hard. And even those groups I mentioned, for us who follow so well, my brother, we will do calculation like we've never done before. You will now start doing +2 +1 goals. Okay, 7 points, 7 points, 7 points, and then this one will be playing this one. This is the weakest team. This one will give this one points. A whole lot of calculation, even in these groups that I am saying it is. I think this is why the UEFA Champions League stands head and shoulder above a whole lot of league around the world. You know the teams, you know the players, and then the war is just real from day one to the final day. Last season saw Inter Milan not making it out of the group stage, and it's looking like that. Look at the group. Inter Milan are already finding themselves. Even this season, it is proper war. Look at RB Leipzig, PSG, you're talking Man City. Whether I like it or not, one of these teams will drop. And who says PSG cannot drop? Who says Man City cannot draw? You think they cannot, but football will tell you anything does happen. That is why we always say, whether it's in UEFA Champions League or any footballing competition, or even sports if you want to extend it, it's always a biscuit. You never can tell where it will crack.
Now, Group B is where I actually want to go. How do you have Atletico Madrid, Porto, Liverpool, and AC Milan in the same group? Now, remember, AC Milan is coming to the UEFA Champions League after a long time away, and they are coming into a baptism of fire.
It's straight up baptism of fire. Atletico are holding their home very strong in the Champions League today, also doing it at home. Liverpool, hey, perennial campaigners, you can't bet against them. I guess probably the whipping boys will be FC Porto, but also in recent times, you see what Porto has done. You cannot bet against them. I think this is war already. This is serious, Solomon. Maybe I've seen UEFA Champions League draws and I've been overtly excited, but this year I sat with the draw, I saw it, and almost every day, Solomon, I look at the tables and I'll be like, this is serious.
Now, before I go to my final question quickly, is it too early to talk about winners? Just a match day into UEFA Champions League. Is it too early?
It's too early, Solomon. We're already talking about, we don't even know teams that could emerge from the group. Or maybe I should rephrase. We don't even know teams that could drop from the group stages. Now we're talking AC Milan, who at a time were all European powers of the UEFA Champions League, but they are now back after a long while. Now we're talking, there is a Porto there is Liverpool, there is Atletico. Who says Liverpool, Atletico cannot drop? If any of those two that I just mentioned get to drop, it will be a shocker.
Yes.
Go to the group of Man City, which is Group A. If any of Man City or PSG gets to drop, it's already a shocker. You go to Chelsea, Juventus group. If any of these two names gets to drop, it's a shocker. You cannot tell. Yes, I understand so many at times we talk about the underdog story, the minor team story and all of that, but the big teams still find a way to rise above water. But also in our reporting, in our covering of this championship, especially the UEFA Champions League, surprises are Champions League, because I am ready to be shocked. Yes, I've prepared my mind and my head to get shocked, because I'm having a feeling there will be some shockers that will say, what a game, what a day, what a final round.
Interesting. Okay, let me make it easier for you. Do this. Give me a top 3 big teams that can win it, and maybe the top 3 contenders that might just, if they want to shock up, might just get top 3 or top 5.
You just made it harder.
I made it easier. I'm giving you a top 5 that can win, and maybe a top 5 potential banana peel.
Okay, maybe I'll go for the likes of Bayern.
Okay.
I'll be looking at Man City.
Yes.
I'll be looking at PSG.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
But there is Chelsea somewhere.
True.
You cannot look away from Juventus.
Yeah,
Manchester United cannot be looked away from. So when I tell you, Solomon, that you just made it harder.
Okay, the smaller teams. Look at the smaller teams that can rock the boat. Yes.
Maybe Atlanta will give me a good run. Maybe RB Leipzig would also do some good business. But Solomon, trust me, I just want to have my fingers crossed. We're talking Porto is somewhere there.
Yeah, yes.
You might just not understand, the level. You're talking a whole lot. There is a whole lot of team. You see this Salzburg team, they come in every year. And we see how they play good football. The year Leipzig would shock everybody, we all thought they would just come and be a passerby. But wealth of experience they've gathered over seasons now came to bear. This might be the season for RB Salzburg. Solomon, I just told you, you made it harder. You said you made it simpler. No, it's just getting harder by the way you're asking the question. Please, just let me cross my fingers and enjoy. Thank God. Hey, everyone, I'm a neutral. I love Arsenal. Arsenal is the club I support. So I'm ready to stretch my leg, cross them, have a good wine close to me, have a large TV in front of me, and enjoy every game in the UEFA Champions League Group stage especially.
Most definitely, I have to thank Kehinde Idris for making this particular segment not just informative but also very interesting. Always a pleasure having you on the show.
Always a pleasure doing this with you, and you always have a way putting us on our toes. When I mean us, I mean analysts who come on your show, and we always enjoy to be there. This is the reason why we get back every now and then. Solomon, is always good to be here.
Always a pleasure. The UEFA Champions League action on the way already. Please do not miss out. Like Kehinde Idris said, just sit back, relax, cross your legs and enjoy all the football. For me, I have to support Chelsea all the way, and for others out there, go out there, you can support your club too. Maybe they will win eventually. Well, on Prime Sport today, there's still more to come. Sit back, relax. We will be back after this break.